Said and tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'd really like to meet her and ask her why we're who we are. And tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'm on my way to see her. So tell me, am I very far? Am I very far now? Am I very...
Hey everybody, so I've been watching Miss Kay Kay Witchy's channel a lot lately. Hey Kay Kay, hi. And she's actually been doing a lot of sharing videos of simple little spells that she's done and had success with in the past, and they are really simple, like really simple. And if you've watched my BOS videos, especially my first one, I've gone on and on explaining that I love, love, love simple spells. I'm all for doing a huge ritual for spells and everything else. To some extent, I think that, a lot of people would argue that turning your spell into a ritual keeps your energies focused and better concentrates your want or need, which, makes the spell, some would argue, would make the spell stronger. But I also happen to find myself that simple little ones that can be done in an instant, that are neat, nifty, and handy, also work. So I thought, this is wonderful. I have a few little simple spells that I've done, and sometimes that I do on a regular basis, that I thought would be awesome if I could share them. So, thank you, Kay Kay Witchy, for kind of giving me the idea of doing this. And with that being said, I would like to share my first nice, simple little spell with you. Here's the thing. Starting off in my craft, if you will, I have to say that I've always been, since the very beginning and since before finding Wicca, I have always been very intrigued with Hollywood's, and not necessarily Hollywood, but the stereotypical witch, basically. So anything that has to do with witchiness, whether that be a movie, music, literature, anything. I love it. That being said, after I started cooking a lot, which I've loved cooking since forever, and I had to pick it up really fast at a young age because my sister, I had to practically take care of her all the time. We would come home and be alone, and I would have to cook dinner for her or whatever. And so I came up with this nice, simple little thing. It wasn't my first spell by any means, but it's a very simple spell, and you don't need anything to do it. So that whole saying, a watched pot never boils, right? Well, the stove that we had when we first moved in here, into this house, was really old, and it took it forever to heat up. The stove and the oven took forever to heat up. So I came up with this little rhyme that I took inspiration from Macbeth from. And it's bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. Yeah, only this is what I do. Projective hand, if you will, which is, if you follow that, it's your hand that you send energy out with. So usually the hand that you write with or whatever, whether you be, yeah. I'm right-handed, so if I use a projective hand, I use my right hand. And so I would do a little motion clockwise over the water that I have heating up. This works really well for ramen noodles. And I would put the water on, and I'd do a little thing, and I'd see, basically, I would visualize us eating the noodles. And I would say, bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, steam coil, and water boil. Because it's not a cauldron, it's just a pot. But anyway, and this can be a chant thing. And if anything, if your energy doesn't make the water boil faster, it's at least a chant to make the time pass by until the water does start boiling. But it works for me. I actually used it the other day, and that's what made me think about that. I was like, oh my gosh, I use this little spell and say it all the time. I never even thought about it. And I've been thinking about little simple spells that we may use every day. And sometimes they're not even words or chants or words of power. Sometimes they're just visualization spells, right? So, anyway, yeah. So I love this whole simple spell thing. So if any of you guys have any nice little simple spells that you would like to share, I'd love to hear them. And thanks again, Kay Kay Witchy. I'll put her channel link in the description box for you guys if you haven't already subscribed to her. She's pretty cool. And yeah. So blessed be, guys. Thanks for watching.